August 1st, tour of the garden. Through the garden gate. Got a new gate. It's been dry the last few days. We're hoping for thunderstorms tonight. Sol's leading the way. The first thing I want to show you is this zucchini plant. It is massive. This is Tigris zucchini, and it's been loaded with fruit. I've been picking as much as I can and giving away a lot. Over in Sol's bed, cash flow zucchini is also producing very well. It doesn't sprawl as much, though, I've noticed. Behind it, we have some jalapenos starting to fruit. Mortgage lifter tomatoes, which are getting fruit on them, but nothing ripe yet. The coneflowers, which will attract beneficials. Delicata squash has got some fruit. I've discovered that yellow pear tomatoes are quite late compared to gold nugget. I don't know if I'm going to grow them again. I may stick with the gold nugget, which I'll show you why in just a sec. Here is gold nugget. It is covered with fruit, and I've already picked a lot of ripe ones. Next to them are peppers. This is Hungarian wax. Got some basil. Inside the garden fence, which keeps out the dog and the rabbits, we have lots of beans forming. Actually picked yesterday, but there's still quite a few more, as you can see. Over here in this bed, it looks dead, but what we've actually got is an amazing crop of rose fin apple potatoes. They're fingerling potatoes. They tend to grow very close to the surface, so you need to mulch them or they'll be green and poisonous. I dug a couple here yesterday. Oh, looks like I broke one off. There's a beautiful one. I'll make sure I take that in and eat it now that it's been broken. And here they come. Look at those. Gorgeous. Right near the surface. Dig the rest of those up later. Let them dry out a little and put them in the garage in a cool place. And they don't look like they have any green on them. They'll be delicious. More pepper plants in containers. And then we have the lima beans. Let's do a close-up of the ripening lima beans right here. They're getting big, but they're not fat enough, obviously. Here's the whole lima bean trellis, covered. Also, the rebar trellis that Matt made me is also covered with pole beans. They're flowering, but no fruit yet on those. Out of the gated garden, over to the big circular bed. Oh, by the way, there's that sunflower. The volunteer. It's got an amazing number of flowers. Over here in the circular bed, we've got more delicata squash coming along. And 4 plants of patty pan squash. I've been picking a lot here. You can see there's more fruit coming. There you go. The grapevine is looking large. It does grow and grow and grow. I've got to start pruning it soon. And there are some grapes forming. Another yellow pear that doesn't have that much fruit on it yet, or actually has fruit but it's still green. More bush beans. I've been picking these for weeks. This one is purple flowered. And the fruit, or I should say the beans, have purple marks on them, which makes it easy to see them when you're picking. It cooks off and they are yellow when you eat them. Delicious. Hey Sol, want a bean? Look. Sit. Good boy. There you go. He loves the beans. All right, over to the last area. back past the pole beans and the limas. This bed had onions and garlic, and it's got a cover crop of buckwheat right now. And we've got butternut squash, which is definitely coming along. Look at that one. And more butternut here, a sunflower, and some young Swiss chard that needs to be weeded. My large tomatoes are mostly mortgage lifter, and they are covered in fruit, but it's still green. Look at this cluster. Wow. Can't wait till those get red. More Swiss chard, a little older here in a planter. These are Nona's Prize, another heirloom tomato. Here we have yellow wax beans. And more big heirloom tomatoes. Come on, baby. In the raspberry patch, we've got lots of fruit starting. Above my head, 5 feet high. Overall, on August 1st, we've got a lot of great things to eat coming along in the garden.